When people think of France, they often imagine dazzling Paris, the proud Eiffel Tower, or the majestic castles of the Loire Valley. Yet behind this beauty lies another world, one shrouded in cold stone walls, heavy iron doors, and human destinies locked away. This is the story of France's most notorious prisons, where crime, power, and despair intertwine, leaving deep scars on history. In this video, join 5W explore on a journey in reverse order, from the remote island of Île de Ré to the very heart of Paris, where the dark shadow of La Sante still lingers. If you love mysterious, historical, and thought-provoking stories, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share to travel with us on future explorations. 5. La Santé Prison, Paris, the shadow in the heart of the capital. Amid the dazzling lights and romantic allure of Paris, where freedom and elegance are celebrated, stands La Santé Prison, a stark symbol of harshness and despair. Opened in 1867, La Santé is not only one of France's oldest detention facilities but also stands out for its unique location, right in the heart of the city. Just steps away from bustling boulevards and historic landmarks, this stark contrast makes the prison a crack in Paris's romantic facade. Unlike many isolated penitentiaries, La Santé has housed a wide range of inmates, from the most dangerous criminals to political prisoners, intellectuals, and even celebrities. This earned it the grim nickname, the Graveyard of Living Souls. In the 20th century, La Santé was notorious for its cramped, dark solitary cells, where prisoners were confined for months without sunlight. Human rights reports often describe the living conditions as inhumane, citing overcrowding, poor sanitation, and severe psychological isolation. A distinctive feature of La Santé was its practice, until 2000, of segregating prisoners by geographic origin and ethnicity. The prison has held infamous figures like Corsican mafia bosses, terrorists, and disgraced politicians such as Roland Dumas, notorious 20th century criminals like Jacques Mesrine, a murderer, bank robber, and kidnapper operating in France, the US, and Canada, and Carlos the Jackal, a Venezuelan terrorist, also served time here, alongside Paul Gourgulov, a Russian émigré who assassinated French President Paul Doumer. These figures turn La Santé into a living museum of France's societal shadows. Today, despite renovations to meet human rights standards, La Santé retains its chilling atmosphere. It is more than a prison. It is a mirror reflecting the contradictions between France's image of liberty and the brutal reality of justice behind bars. 4. Fresnes Prison, the human grinder. Located in the southern suburbs of Paris, Fresnes Prison stands as another symbol of severity within France's penal system. Opened in 1898, it was once Europe's most modern prison, designed in a fan-shaped layout to manage thousands of inmates. With a capacity for over 2,000 prisoners, it remains one of France's largest facilities. Fresnes is notable not only for its scale but also for its historical role. During World War II, it became infamous under Nazi occupation as a center for detention and torture. Thousands of French resistance fighters, political prisoners, and Jews endured horrific conditions behind its iron gates. Many death sentences were issued and carried out here, cementing Fresnes as a tragic symbol of wartime memory. Post-war, Fresnes continued to hold some of the most dangerous inmates, including organized crime leaders, Corsican mafia members, and international terrorists like Ilich Ramirez Sanchez, aka Carlos the Jackal, and drug lord Michel Ardouin. Linked to Paris's criminal underworld, the prison is also notorious for severe overcrowding, with cells often holding double their intended capacity. Human rights reports have described appalling sanitation, rampant violence, and disease, earning Fresnes the grim moniker, the human grinder. Once hailed as a modern facility, it now represents the failure of France's judicial reforms. Though renovations have been made, Fresnes carries a dark legacy, a living relic of a bloody history and a reminder of the cost of justice when it crosses the bounds of humanity. 3. Clairvaux Prison. From sacred monastery to earthly hell. If any French prison embodies layers of historical memory, it is Clairvaux, located in Aubie. This site began as a Cistercian monastery in the 12th century, founded by Saint Bernard de Clairvaux. Its ancient stone walls, once built for spiritual salvation, were repurposed after the French Revolution into one of France's most secure prisons. Clairvaux's defining feature is its stark contrast, a place of divine redemption transformed into a site of human despair. From the 19th century, it was renovated to hold thousands of inmates. Cold cells, dark corridors, and harsh forced labor turned it into an earthly hell. Many prisoners, driven to desperation, chose death over enduring the isolation and violence. Clairvaux also played a significant role in history. During World War II, it held political prisoners and resistance fighters opposing the Nazis. In the 20th century, it housed infamous figures like Georges Cipriani of the Action Direct Group and Claude Buffet and Roger Bontemps, whose 1971 hostage crisis and murders shocked France. Unlike other prisons, Clairvaux carries a haunting mystique, blending its religious heritage with its legacy of brutal punishment. Closed in 2023, its name endures in French memory as a testament to the fragile line between justice and cruelty. 2. Baumettes Prison, the hell of southern France. While Sante and Fresnes dominate northern France's penal landscape, Baumettes Prison in Marseille is infamous in the south, synonymous with scandal rather than reform. Opened in 1939, Baumettes was initially hailed as a modern prison, replacing outdated facilities. Yet, within decades, it became a symbol of decay in France's criminal justice system. Baumettes gained notoriety for its deplorable conditions. A 2012 French Justice Inspectorate report shocked the public, describing the prison as unfit for humans, damp cells, moldy walls, rusted bunk beds, infestations of bedbugs and rats, broken toilets, and a pervasive stench. This stood in stark contrast to France's glamorous image. Beyond its physical decay, Baumettes was plagued by violence among inmates. Chronic overcrowding forced cells to hold 2 or 3 times their intended capacity, fostering power struggles among Marseille criminal gangs, turning the prison into an underground arena. It housed notorious figures from southern France's mafia and terrorist circles, with many Corsican and Marseille criminals treating Baumettes as a temporary base before resuming their violent activities. After public outcry, Baumettes underwent renovations, including a new facility in 2017. Yet, its name remains tied to its dark past as the hell of southern France, where justice often morphed into dehumanization. 1. Île de Ré Prison, the island with no escape. Unlike mainland French prisons, Île de Ré Prison offers a unique and chilling setting, an island fortress off the Atlantic coast. Isolated from the rest of the country, located in Saint-Martin-de-Ré, this 19th-century prison became a symbol of exile, with the surrounding ocean serving as a natural barrier, rendering escape nearly impossible. What sets Île de Ré apart is its role as a transit point. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, it held prisoners before their deportation to French Guiana, the infamous green hell of tropical jungles and deadly diseases. For many, arriving at Île de Ré was a slow death sentence, as the path ahead led to decay in distant colonies. The prison reflects France's use of geographic isolation as punishment. Unlike the stone walls of Sante or Fresnes, Île de Ré's prison is the sea itself, an invisible yet inescapable barrier. This creates a paradox. A picturesque island hiding profound despair. Inmates, ranging from common criminals to political threats, faced disease and mental exhaustion, with some never leaving the island alive. Today, Île de Ré prison continues to operate after reforms, but its history as a gateway to hell lingers. The island, known for its scenic beauty, remains a tragic symbol of lost freedom. From Île de Ré, Clairvaux, Fleury-Mérogis, Fresnes, to Sante, France's 5 harshest prisons reveal the darkest chapters of its history. Though many gates have closed forever, their memory remains, reminding us that freedom is fragile and justice often walks hand in hand with darkness. If you found this story compelling, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share 5W Explore to join us on future mysterious journeys. Your support is the key that keeps these stories alive.